Okay, let's just a quick update on pound Aussie and Aussie New Zealand. So the long I took yesterday, I closed that. I said on Twitter I closed for plus 3 ticks because throughout the day we had a one-way move up, right? So retracement was bound to happen, and we had that. So I closed and I said I'll get back in on a retracement. So it retraced back into this level we spoke about before, this mitigation block. It came down, took out the stops perfect right away. Then it's come down. So this block here hinged off here, pushed up, and then it formed another block here. So if you look at it as support and resistance, if you draw this line here, I'll get rid of it in a minute. Resistance, 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 breakout, support, order block there. So going into a lower time frame, wait for confirmation. It's come down into that, pushed up, down, higher, low, pushed up again. So I've just gone long here. Spread's a bit wide in here, but I've just gone long here with a stop there because it shouldn't go below here. I'm still holding for my target of here. So the high is 1.08449, 45. Yep. So risking 14, call it 15 ticks to make 72, call it 70 ticks. So that's about 1, 2, just under 5 or so. That's not too bad. And pound Aussie, I've loaded more shorts. This is just a demo account, I'm showing you one, but I loaded short on a demo here. But yep, so I've trailed my initial stop loss down to here, and then I loaded another position, whatever I loaded another position. So we've come into this here, resistance. If I draw at the bodies of the candles here, and we've got an order block there. So yeah, I've shorted it there. So we'll see how it rolls over. So let's see how it goes. We'll just manage it. I'll just be trading my stop loss, and I will be trimming along the way and adding more and trimming more along the way. I'm still holding my ultimate targets around here, but I'm happy to get out here. I've just set a limit order here, just under this low, filling a bit this void. But we'll see how it goes. It is a long way away, but I'm hoping it's a move on now because we've been consolidating. And what I like is I've seen this pattern before where it say we've got a consolidation here, right? Consolidation breaks out of it, down, then back up, spikes up, takes out these highs, and then down again. Now it should start rolling over, I believe. We've got a lot of stops being building up under these lows here, so we still got to take out these. These lows here. Anyways, get the picture. I can't draw a straight line for some reason. Yep, we'll see how that goes anyway. So I still think pound's going to be weaker than Aussie, and Kiwi's going to be weaker than Aussie. Let's go back to the Aussie New Zealand chart quickly. Shit, I lost it. Actually lost my Aussie New Zealand chart. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, bullish flow here. So I want to see this take off. So we're looking at the daily candle so far. We've got the wick in the body phase of the candle. This is resistance, but I'm hoping this will just give in. I think we're strong bullish this market. Just quick look at oil. I know it's nothing to do with these two, but oil's moved quite well. This is the problem when you've got so many pairs up, then you can't find the chart you're looking for. There it is. Yeah, it moved up nicely there. So I'm still bullish this. What I'll be looking for is if we can move down, possibly into around here, right? I think it probably drop around here. Fill this in, fill this thin movement in. Not bad for a short, to be honest, but I'm not looking for shorts. I'm going to see if I get bullish price action off of here. If I do, then I'll be watching carefully. I'll see what happens here. I'm not gonna, I wouldn't buy straight up off here, but I'll wait for confirmation, see if I get bullishness. We'll go to lower time frame, that comes within the H1 block as well. So we'll see. So what I would like to see is something like this is the line here. I'd like to see a move down, give me some bullish PA off this, and then the leg up like that. That's what I'd like to see, but we'll have to see. So we'll stop there and we'll see how price unfolds. Okay, legends, I'm just gonna add another position on. So I'm gonna keep my stop loss just above this recent high, 164.29. Then I'll explain my reasoning. I'm gonna reduce this stop loss down to 29. Okay, reason for this why. Okay, so we've got yesterday's low here. And another thing about yesterday's low is it's a strong support broken down. Now, you know, we shouldn't get price moving too much above here. Now it can do obviously, but what I've seen in the market is we pushed up, took out the stops here, so those that were trailing the stop loss, weak hands right up against this here. So there's previous buying here, pushed the market up, down, support becomes resistance. Let me just mark this out, make this thicker. So this is yesterday's low, just to, you know, the difference. I've just drawn out, you know, from the bodies. I can just get rid of that. Yeah, so there. I sometimes go to the 1 minute chart. So 1 minute chart accumulation, push up, took out the stops into this here, and then breakdown. So ideally we shouldn't get price above there because it's done its stop rate. Yes, it can, but you know, so it's about 11 tick stop. So we'll see how it goes. So ideally I want to see expansion to the downside. If we look at Aussie New Zealand, yeah, that's still going. I mean, my main trade is the pound Aussie. This is it's still running from earlier on. So see how we go. That's a bit of profit, but yeah, we see how this goes. I will be trimming along the way, you know, because you never know, market can easily just rip up. But you know, if you go on to the weekly, you know, we're in the body of the candle now, below the weekly open. I'm expecting, you know, at least this low to get taken. So we spiked up, this low to be taken, and this low. I've just somewhat TP'd here, but we'll see how it goes. We've got ADR, average daily range, coming in. So if you're just day trading it, you know, if I draw out the ADR, it's here. So I mean, I just took this position. So this position's a, call it 12 tick stop here. That's what a 3R. If I was to just target here, I could just day trade it while holding core positions on, you know, some banking something. But I will be trailing my stop loss. So from my initial position, well, initially I've got positions running from here and there, but because I'm showing you this on a demo, I wasn't able to enter on the demo, but I was able to take this one. Yeah, so at the same time locking in profit. This is only locked in 11 ticks, so I mean more or less evens out, but we'll see how this goes. I'd like to see some quick downside expansion now. You know, it's done its retracement. I don't want to see it. Can obviously, the problem I have is it could retrace into this block here, into here, but I do not want to see that because we are below yesterday's low now, so should find resistance there. And I want to see a rollover quick. So that's just a quick update I'm doing now on this trade idea. So pound Aussie running on Aussie New Zealand. Aussie New Zealand's, you know, just one of those slow lackadaisical pairs. Cable's dropping nicely. I would have wanted to be shorting this because it wasn't clear for me to short this, but yeah, that's cable. Go back to the pound Aussie. Yep. So pound Aussie. Let's see how this goes. Any development, I'll do that. So the next stops are going to be resting here. So that is about 50 ticks away, and then these lows here, and then obviously just going for each low really. Bigger picture, obviously I've explained my macro view of this going down, so I'm not expecting too much of a bounce, and I just want to see a roll over now. So that's that for the update, and we'll see how price goes. Okay legends, this is just an update on the pound Aussie. So we took a short, I marked out, and it dropped, took out this low. It was a rapid drop, so I was a bit cautious, and then it pushed up, and then I had this order block marked out, and I thought, okay, before they usually want to continue it lower, they want to take out stops, which you've done. So this move up took out these stops here, so that's why I had my stop loss just above that, including spread. So when it broke down, I even went down to the 1 minute. It's an example of how I use the 1 minute. Respect to the 5 minute block nicely. This 1 minute breakdown I had, which was nice, led me to short it. We had one more move up, and then I was cautious. Okay, I thought, okay, at this point I might be getting stopped out for my trailing stop loss, which is fine. You know, it happens. You'll see many examples where it does happen, but if it works, you know, it's worth the risk to reward. I'm not just putting my stop loss at break even for no reason. I mean, a lot of people, what they would have done is, as soon as this low broke, they would have thought, okay, we've come down, this little push up and then down. And those that are trading ICT order blocks, they'll say, well, this is an order block and I should have come back up here. But you got to look at the bigger picture. You got to look at, mark out what's exactly happening, and you got to give room for error. The clear line in the sand was, for me, would have been above this high here, not here, above this block when this unfolded. This, if this broke out here, then most likely would have pushed up into here. So that's why, and I would have waited for that. I would have been happy to, you know, come out for whatever pips I got out of it, and then look for shorts here if it gave me weakness, and then look to resume. As I outlined before, this is the yesterday's low, and we've stayed below that. That's a good sign. So we've had the move up now, and we've taken out these stops. We shouldn't really go back above here now. Once this low breaks, then I'm looking to take off some profits now. On my live account, I've trimmed some profits off, because you never know, it could easily rip back up, especially when it's exotic like this. I've had experience with this where, you know, it whips, but we can always get back in. You know, just because we get taken out or come out too early, there's always opportunities to get back in. Remember, I've got a big overall bias on this. Now I want to talk about, see, I had this pair marked out before the week started, this pair and Aussie New Zealand. Those were the two solid ones going into the week, and I've stuck to them. I've got about, on my live account, I've got 4 shorts on this market, you know, and I'm milking it for every pip. So even though I haven't got a whole massive amount of pips, we've got a decent amount of pips. So from initial position, that's up 93 ticks, and then my other position I shorted here, that's up about 71 ticks, and then I got these two. So, you know, I've caught a decent swing, and the way I'm doing is, yes, I am trading some, milking some profits at each swing low, but then I'm trading my stop loss as well, so I'm locking in those ones. And it's an example of how you can actually build a huge position even with a small account, as long as, you know, you're protecting the initial positions. So that's just an example of that. And, you know, you can gain massive equity growth with a solid bias. The bias comes from the weekly and monthly charts. Remember, it's not a 5 minute chart I'm holding this on. And when you got that kind of bias in your favor, then, you know, the path of least resistance will be towards the higher time frame. Yes, you get intraday noise, but you got to look beyond that and trail the stop losses logically. Aussie New Zealand hasn't moved much, but, you know, the majors, Aussie and Kiwi, have been dropping in sync. So it's still moving. I mean, I'm not really paying much attention to that. So it's drifting up, you know, so far so good. Euro Aussie is playing catch up to the pound Aussie, so it shows that the Aussie is less weak than the euro and pound, which is great. You know, we like to see that kind of stuff happening. Aussie New Zealand up, euro Aussie down, pound Aussie down. That's in sync with Aussie being stronger than the others or less weak than the others. Okay, I spoke about oil. I forgot to mention oil. So oil, when it was down here, I talked about oil coming down here, so it dropped down into this. I actually took this long. It's actually unfolded exactly how we wanted it to, which is nice to see. This is another example of higher time frame bias. You know, when you sync with the higher time frame, you know, it's nice. So the way I took it was, I had this level marked out here, so I waited for confirmation the low is in. So we came in the low, came down lower, took out this low, ripped up. So this buyers have stepped in. As soon as it came into here, I bought it with a stop loss there, and I've actually closed this down because I find it hard to focus on too many pairs. So I've come out of this. I'm just day trading this while I'm focusing on the pound Aussie. So pound Aussie, let's quickly go. So that's that. Where's my pound Aussie gone? So the pound Aussie so far is looking okay. I've still got my stop loss there, but from my live account, I've locked in a lot of pips. So even if it does take me out on this trailing, that's fine. I will look to get back in later on. My bias does not change unless there's an obvious bull run. But as long as we're holding below here, you know, we're all good. If it does push up, then I'll be looking for around here any weakness and then back in again. So that's not an issue. It is coming towards London close. It is London close now, and we haven't reached ADR yet. So with the crosses, I mean, they can still drift lower. But what I don't want to see is price come back above here. If it comes back above here, then I think, you know, it may want to push higher. So this will end the video I'm doing on this live trade on pound Aussie. Otherwise it's going to end up being like a 10-hour clip. I've been pausing it and resuming it, pausing and resuming it. So yeah, so Aussie New Zealand, my target still holds at if I go to the daily, this high here. So far it's looking okay. I will manage it along the way. I'll take some off this, that, the other, you know, but I just wanted to show you an example of, it's just a live trade example, and why I entered the trade. That's the main reason, and this is an example of, you know, compounding positions on. And I wish I'd taken on this account on here as also could have shown you, but when I'm focused on my live accounts, I'm really gonna go hop onto a demo and start recording because I just need focus. So yeah, so nice short there, nice short there. That's about it. I hope you took some benefit from this, and we'll, as market unfolds, we'll see what else we got for the next video. So have a good day, legends.